Good morning. It is a beautiful day in Houston, Texas, September 14th. The sun is shining. Very little to no clouds outside. The birds are chirping. The dogs is barking. All that good shit is happening. And you are tuned in to the Trill League Fantasy Football Show. Thank you so much for joining us. For everybody that are in here, the chat's up. If you want to send us some questions or ask about something, we're not really big on stats. We're not really big on who you should start and whatever. But if you want to communicate to us, just tell us you're online and just you fucking with it. We appreciate it. Of course, I am your host, Bernard Bun B. Freeman, the Trillist, of course, joined with my co-host and commissioner, Warren Johnson, a.k.a. Dub J. Dub, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. It's a good Sunday, fun day Sunday, football Sunday.
Absolutely. And I know you love football as much as we do. So let's talk a little bit about some football. Right now, we're going to discuss the Thursday night football game. And it was a doozy. I've been talking big about these Packers all season long, and they're really showing people that they are in it to win it. This game against the Commanders, I have to say, with as amazing a talent as Jaden Daniels is, they made him look silly. They made him look silly this week.
Their defense is serious.
Yeah, I mean, that entire first half of the game, they couldn't get anything going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The understanding is not only do they have and I'm talking about the Packers, a very strong offense. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Love, amazing guy. Obviously, Josh Jacobs is killing it right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting for Golden to get going.
Right.
That's the big prospect that they brought in. We're still waiting for Michael Golden to get going. Jaden Reed is doing his thing, but this Packers defense, and I mean, don't get me wrong, this Packers defense was number 2 last year.
Right.
And so they came into the season as a second-rate defense. And then they had the nerve, the audacity to trade for Michael Parsons. Now, we're going to probably look back at this and consider this the football move of the year because in his first game in, he got a sack. And even in this game, to be fair, there's the pressure, right? Like, it's not always about getting to the ball. It's not always about getting to the quarterback. It's about making the offense uncomfortable. And Michael Parsons is really, really good at making the offense uncomfortable. And so they gave them boys hell on Thursday night. And Washington finally found a groove, finally got into it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Merritt. And Merritt's going to come up in the conversation a little bit later. But they're just trying to figure it out now. We brought up earlier, we were talking about this before we started about is Jaden Daniels kind of going through the same thing that CJ Stroud went through in his sophomore year? Is it too early to say that they're having problems, or is it just that they played the Packers?
Yeah, it's the Packers. Packers defense is by far one of the best defense so far. But Adam Parsons definitely made a big difference. I think he brought a lot of energy to the team just with him being on the field. And then everybody's like, man, where Parsons at? Who gonna match up with him? So we gonna see what Daniels actually does as well for his next few games, and then we'll be able to rate him a lot better.
Yeah, I think this might have been a one-off.
Right.
I think this might have just been the fact that they were playing a great team that they probably weren't prepared for. And I don't think we're gonna count the whole season off.
Right.
But we're gonna be watching. We're gonna be watching. And then obviously we saw Eckler go down. That's a terrible thing. You never want to see players get injured like that. And he's got an Achilles tear.
So he's out for the season.
Yeah, he's pretty much out for the season. Right. And that's why this Merritt conversation is so necessary.
Yeah.
When we get to that later on in the show. So shout out to those guys playing on Thursday night. It was a great game. It's a really, really good watch. It's a really, really good watch. So we enjoyed it. Also, before we get into the rest of this football shit, man, did you watch the fight last night?
Definitely.
What did you think about that?
I know Crawford went up in weight, so that's my only concern. I didn't know if that was going to affect his speed or whatnot, but he actually performed well with that weight group.
Well, I mean, he had the reach on him. That kind of was able to stop Canelo from actually really getting inside and getting at him. But I think the biggest thing that people were talking about, and I don't want to go too deep into this because it's a fantasy football show, but it was about the strength. Right? There was a lot of talk that Canelo really had the strength advantage, and that if he could get inside and lay hands on Crawford, it would shake everything up. one, Crawford made it hard for him to get inside and get those really tough shots. He got a lot of body blows off, and I think he concentrated too much on body blows.
Right.
I think they thought they could get the wind out of him by attacking the body and make him start leaning into protecting lower, so they could take more advantage of those. Because he kept trying to get that overhand right hand, and it just never really landed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Canelo, he's not a jab guy.
No, not at all.
And I believe he knows he's not faster than Crawford. So if he would have threw that jab, he would have got countered easily. So I think that's why he strategized going for the body versus going for the head.
Yeah, and he, like you say, he's not a jab guy. You can watch Canelo's fight. That's not really his game, but it was a great fight. It was a really, really good fight. But at the end of the day, Crawford has showed people that he is who he says he is.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like he got out there and showed that he is ready to be considered amongst the greats in the ring. And I think it's valid. I think the brother.
Yeah, he made a statement.
I'm not even sure how Canelo mentally responds to this, because this is a big thing with his legacy as well. Right, this is not the way that Canelo wanted to go out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I'd love to see a rematch. I'll say that. I'd love to see a rematch. But we'll get to that. We got a couple of other matchups we need to talk about in this league. So let's talk about who actually had players in the Thursday night game and how that affected their matchups in this league. All right. So who's our first matchup? Oh, it's Warwick. Warwick Dub J versus the Middle Fingers.
Yes, sir. So far, it's going pretty good. I had Josh Jacobs. So I'm currently playing the Middle Fingers. He's 1-0. He's the one that beat Kendrick Perkins last weekend. So big perk. So I'm up for a battle. He actually started some good guys. He had a couple injuries, which, Xavier Worthing was one of his players. So he swapped him out for, I believe, McConkey. So with that being said, we'll see. I think I have a good fighter's chance. I had to change up my quarterback, and I grabbed Geno Smith. So we're going to see if he could take me over the edge. Last week, he had a good game, threw for 365 yards. So hopefully he'll dominate. It should be a good throwing the game against Los Angeles Chargers. So look forward to this matchup.
It'll definitely be a shootout for sure. If we look at Justin Herbert's performance in week 1, he was damn near perfect in his execution.
Right.
So we're going to see if that was just if they just caught him slipping, or if this is really how this Chargers team is built.
Right. And the coaches are pretty much like rival coaches. I believe they've been playing against each other since college. So they know each other very well. So it's going to be an interesting game to watch, fantasy-wise and just in real-life football.
And you had Josh, but Josh unfortunately underperformed. I mean, 14.4 points it's a decent showing, but we all wanted that second touchdown.
Yeah, definitely.
We all wanted that second touchdown.
They had him predicted of getting 18 points. He fell short, 14, but I don't go by the projections. It's actual real game time, what he's actually doing on the field. But we'll see if I can make them points up. All
right, that's a bet. Well, we'll see what your Sunday action look like, my brother. I wish you the best because you're not playing me. So do what you're going to do. It don't really matter. All right, what's our next matchup today? It's going to be the Trillionaires versus Mo City Bo. Mo City Bo had a pretty good game on Thursday night. He's got Zach Ertz. And Zach Ertz was really one of the few people who was just getting really busy all game long. You know what I'm saying? Zach had a projection of like 8.9 points, and he doubled that.
Yeah.
So his overall projection shifted. We were like, when this game started, we were like 48 to 52 as far as projections. By the time this game ended, as you can see, 32% to 68. Right. This shifted significantly. Yeah. They're giving this man a 2/3 advantage over me. Right. I love it. I love fighting back.
Okay.
I love fighting back. So it's not a problem.
What you gonna do if you go 0-2?
Who you talking to?
You
must be you're looking in the mirror?
No, if you go,
you're looking at me, I'm trying to see if it's a mirror over here.
Definitely be fighting back.
Something like to see. Okay, I tried to take it easy on you, but that's all right. That's all right. I dare you to show up here on next Thursday with an 0-2 record.
I know, right?
Because I'm not going. I, as a young kid say, I'm not going.
You hear that?
You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited, man. I really want to see this Jacksonville game this week because I'm bringing in Etienne in the flex.
Okay. Good.
But Brian Thomas Jr. was my first draft pick. He was my first love on this board on this season. I really want you to do what we know you can do. Your quarterback looks substantially better than he did last season. He came in very strong. So I'm hoping that he can get the ball to you, that he can get the ball to Etienne, that he can get the ball to Strange, because I have all three of them starting this week. Now, I won't be doing that throughout the season, so don't even get it twisted. Don't think that I'm relying on Tampa Bay fully, but I like the matchup. I mean, on Jacksonville fully, but I like this matchup. The Bengals looked lost last week. Now, granted, if you watch enough football, you know the Bengals on week one typically look terrible. Like that's, if you can go back and do the research, their week one games are never really strong. But I don't need them to bounce back on this week. That's the thing. I don't need them to bounce back on this week because I need two receiver and a tight end to get some touches. Etienne, I'm not worried about. The run games should be fine. You know what I'm saying? But I really need Trevor Lawrence to get this ball to these guys.
Quick question for you.
Sure.
All right. So I seen you made a move before week one.
Mm-hmm.
You dropped, as we now know, starting running back for a kicker. What was your thoughts behind that? And mind you, the guy that you dropped, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, for a Tampa Bay kicker.
Yep. What about it?
What was your thought process in that?
I needed a kicker, and that was the player that I thought I could let go. I don't understand what your problem is.
Out of all the people, you thought him? Why you ain't dropped Algier?
You know, that's a great question. I think I really think you should have not asked it.
Why?
Why? Because to be fair, I don't think I have to answer to you for any of my team decisions.
It's just for the people. Don't y'all want to know why you would drop running back?
It's not your business.
But we just want to get some insight.
Talking to you. I'm not talking to you. You asked me to talk to the public. Talking to the public. It's not your business why I do what I do. If I get the results I want, that's fine. I really don't care what anybody else does with my throwaways. I really don't care what you do. I don't care what you do with my ex-gal.
That's not a good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
good
not
for
a good winning attitude. Because
you may not get out of her what I got out of her.
That's not a good winning attitude.
That? What do you mean? What?
That's not a good winning attitude.
A good winning attitude. What you
did with him. Like, you should care because now he's a starter. So that might hurt your team going forward. No,
it's not gonna hurt my team. My team is fine. I like what I have left. I don't care about what I threw away. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it probably was a good burger, but maybe I really wanted a steak that day. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me be very clear. I want to be very clear to you and the audience and the whole entire fantasy football world. Nobody saw Austin Eckler getting his Achilles torn, right? So that was going to be a running back room by committee anyway. Now we're in a better position to see that Merritt will probably lead this. That don't mean he's going to be shit. I'm not wishing nothing against him, but it's not somebody that I'm looking like, man, I got Saquon Barkley. I got James Cook. I got Travis Etienne, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I got Algier as a handcuff. I'm not worried about that, bro. But I appreciate your general concern for me and my team. I really do. I appreciate that as a friend, but as a competitor, I could give a fuck what you think about my team.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's no knock to you.
Yeah.
This is Sunday and Thursday. This is Sunday and Thursday. The thought process was I wanted to do something and I did it.
Was it impulsive, emotional?
I wanted to do something and I did it.
Okay. Out of emotions, or it was a strategic move, or I just need somebody, let me just any, mini, money, mo.
That's for me to know and for you to figure out.
All right.
Moving on.
We go see how that worked out.
Moving on. We have, so while you want to argue with me, I got somebody that want to argue with you.
Right.
So during our fantasy football draft, which went over pretty well, I would say 98% of it was pretty well done. The one moment that we had was from a person who's very active in fantasy football, who's actually a commissioner himself. And so he tried to bring his league rules over to our league. His first complaint during the draft was that we were a single flex league as opposed to a double flex league, which is what his league is. And as I tried to tell him as nice as possible, clean your own house. You know what I'm saying? This is a very opinionated man, and he's got some great views to back up his opinions. I could care less about him. But because the man spent his money, in this league, I afford him an opportunity to have an opinion.
Yeah, it's only right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, he has another opinion about a rule that we have that his league don't have. This concerns the waiver wire. And the reason why it concerned the waiver wire is because of what the commission I have been arguing about was my release of Merritt back into the pool. Right. And how people who certain people both wanted this player. I'm sure several people wanted this player once they saw I gave him up. And I like to do that because y'all will go against what y'all originally planned when I let somebody like that go.
Nah.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna tell you why. No, I'm gonna tell you why you go against your. That was not a mistake. I know what I was doing, but I know for y'all now, y'all are competing against each other. Now you're second guessing people in certain positions because you see somebody available. I'm confident in who I got left. Y'all have to figure it out.
No, we good.
Y'all have to figure it out. I'm talking about those of you that wanted Merritt in our league.
I wanted him. I mean, but I didn't go for him. But I would like to have.
Why didn't you go for him?
I would have traded you my kicker for him.
Why didn't you
wanted
go
a kicker
for him?
that bad? I would have traded you my kicker.
Did you want to ask Christian? Why did you want him so bad?
Why did I want him so bad? Keep away. Just playing keep away.
Yeah,
one of my strategies.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so no merit to your decision, no merit to my decision. We're doing what we want to do in this league. Definitely. Now we have a guest today. He's a contender in this league, and I gave him the opportunity to come live on this show. Couldn't get his ass up over here, right? I don't know if he had a show or something last night. The man be working or whatever. I offered him an opportunity to come on here, but he has a myriad, and I mean a plethora, a cornucopia, all of them, the big shit, of football things to do during Sunday morning. He's in several leagues. He's also a monetary competition engager. I don't want to put a term on it, but he's a monetary competition engager for sure. And we would like to have him on this show today to speak his piece. Good morning, self-made coach, the Don himself, Kiki. How are you, sir?
I'm great. And I don't need that type of introduction right there. All that shit that you said right there, just bring me right on. Is that the commissioner right there?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the commission.
You remember?
Yeah. Let me tell you something. What I love. See, before I get into my gripe,
okay.
The reason why I know my gripe is going to be valid because I see everything that he's doing right here. He's talking about his strategies, all these different things. So that lets me know that fantasy football actually means something to him, right? You actually engage. See, because this ain't about no money. Just me paying. Hey, man, it is about some money, but this is about I play 3-4 different leagues. I'm a commissioner. I put a lot of time into this shit. So
Good
I'm
for you.
just
Same here.
Good for you.
Same here.
seriously.
Way to go, John. I love it.
I'm real serious about it. So I don't have time to play sympathy ball. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We're not playing sympathy ball. So this is my only gripe. First of all, the double flex, that's a conversation that Bud joined into. I wasn't trying to goddamn press that on y'all league.
But to be fair, you were slugging.
Yeah.
You were slugging my league. I had that right.
I'm not slandering the league. I'm a part of this league. I love this league. I'm not slandering it. I'm saying making this league competitive at a rate where you have to pay attention all year. See, that's real big for me. I don't care how many losses or wins I got. I'm paying attention all year, and it's very serious. So watch this. Any real fantasy player know this.
Whoa. I want to stop you right there.
What?
Because what comes back, the backside of that is that the people that don't know what you're about to say next are not real fantasy football players.
And listen. Hey, take this how you want to take it. This is what I'm saying. All real fantasy players know this here. The key to fantasy is the waiver wire. That's everything. Everybody knows.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's absolutely fair.
That's the fact. I'm saying if you don't really have, so here's my thing. I do not have sympathy for you when you're not engaged in the waiver wire. I don't have waiver wire sympathy. The waiver wire is the key to winning this shit. So if you're not paying attention, I don't have sympathy clauses for you like, oh, I'm not paying attention. Let's show him some love. If your ass ain't thinking about that player, I don't care if I'm 10-0 and I need Jacory, I'm snatching him to play keep away, help my team, whatever you want to call it. But that old shit that the player gets to get him because he got a lesser record than me, but he really
Yeah,
wasn't paying attention, that's not
man,
good.
listen.
Huh?
Commissioner, would you like to respond to
You
this
ready?
allegation?
You ready?
Hold
You
on, wait a
finished?
minute. I'm just saying, let me finish. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
want you to
saying,
finish.
My
I
bad.
want you to
I
finish.
apologize.
I'm
Continue.
saying this is like you say, you're paying
Mhm.
attention to that Jacory move. I
Yeah,
feel that. And that's a great way to start this because that's what this really is about. You
It
paying
absolutely is.
you're
right.
paying attention to that Jacory, but you don't want him. I'm paying attention to him, and I feel like, hey man, if I put a claim in on him on 4 5 days early and beat somebody to the punch of thinking this here, I don't want to lose the player because the person who thought about it 3 4 days later, they got a lesser record than me, so I should give him to him. That's handicapping to me, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I can deal with whatever rules because I kicked Bun ass in week 1 without Jacory. It didn't make me no difference anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that don't even make me no difference. I'm just happy to be saying that along the lines in the later weeks, those waiver wire people are gonna be very important. I don't think we should be losing them to people who not really paying attention. If I need a player and I'm 7-0 and I want to make it to 8-0 to get to the playoffs, I don't want to lose that waiver wire to a person that's 2-7 and really don't give a damn about this shit right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
make what makes
yeah.
before I let the commissioner respond, I have one comment. One, well, I may have two comments. One, I don't know why you think somebody that's 2-7 don't give a damn about this game. I would
Oh no, I
argue
can't say
that
that. I'm not saying that.
I
You're
would
right.
argue if you sitting on 2-7 and week 10 is in front of you, you trying to at least win them last couple of games
You're
and
right.
maybe
So
go
I
win.
retract that. I'm not.
So
That's
it
not the
gets
right.
real serious at 2 and
That's
7.
not the. That's not the right. I wouldn't say give a damn, but I'm saying, hey man, I'm a person that watch this here. Let me give you an example. I'm a person that won the Super Bowl last year behind snatching Bucky Irvin, behind getting Adam Thielen at the right time. I don't want to see Adam Thielen right there, and I put a claim in to get him, and I can't get him because I got to give him to a person that's 2-5. I ain't saying you don't give a damn. I'm just saying if you 2-5 and you beat me to Adam Thielen, because that's what you thinking. Hey, that's cool. But not soon as I get ready to get him and he going out. Now, 2 days later, you want him and you get to get him because you 2-5.
I hear a lot of you. I hear a lot of you. I hear a lot
Huh?
of you. I don't. Yes, and
I
about.
don't
And I'm
care if
finna
you
let
want him. I'm only speaking for me. If Bun want him, if Bun is 6-3 and Bun see Adam Thielen, I don't think Bun should lose Adam Thielen to the person that's 1-5. I don't think that. I think that Bun saw Adam Thielen first. If Bun peeped over there and said, man, that Adam Thielen or that Bucky Irvin is gonna take me over the top. Bun put that claim in and get that Bucky Irvin that's gonna take him to the playoff. He don't really get to get him because I'm 1-5. I don't like that.
Okay, Commissioner, you have time to respond.
Yeah, you done?
I'm done.
Done? You
I'm
done?
done. I'm done,
Okay.
Commissioner.
All right, look at here. You a commissioner, right? Well,
Uh-huh.
we ain't even gonna speak on the platform. You a commissioner. How long
Uh-huh.
you been doing fantasy football? I got a couple questions. How long you been doing fantasy?
This is probably my 10th, 11th year.
Okay, so
My
cool. This
league, my
ain't what.
own league. This is my own league. This is our 5th season in my own league.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you sound like you got some history behind you or whatnot. So
Mhm.
understand this: when you join the league,
Mhm.
what's first thing you should do is see what type of league it is. So like
Mhm.
how at the draft party, you came to me talking about some double flex.
That
We're not doing no double flex. We're
okay.
not doing
Listen,
that.
I
That's
wasn't
no,
really.
we're not doing that.
I
Reason, look,
wasn't
look, look, hold
really.
on, hold on. Your
Go ahead.
reason, your
Go ahead.
reason being of having a double flex, one, because you say with having a double flex in case your first flex player don't do his thing, then you got a backup. We not doing that
That's not
handicap
what I
that, hey
said.
man,
That's not what I
what you say?
said. That's not what
Talk
I
to me.
said. Let me tell you about the double flex. What I came with the double flex. When
Mm-hmm.
I first was introduced to fantasy football,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put a rule in like a handicap. When I first was introduced to fantasy football, I played, like you say, all kinds of leagues are different. So when I
Right.
first was introduced to fantasy football, I played in the league where you played with everything: cornerbacks, linebackers,
Yeah. Yeah.
ends, receive,
Yeah.
all that shit. So I
Yeah.
learned
I
the
do
hard
that
way.
too.
I learned the
That's how
hard
I
way.
wanted this one to be.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how I
a
want
hard,
this one to be.
boy, that's a hard
Yeah.
league to keep up with. That's
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
hard
I'm in
to
one
keep.
of those. The
Yeah,
IDP league. I
But
wanted
yeah,
that.
but
yeah.
I didn't
So
think it was
the
fair
line,
with people like Perk. I didn't think that was fair to
not
somebody
the,
like
like you
Perk,
say, like you say,
first time,
that's not really
Dre,
something.
first time, you know.
Hey man, let me tell you something. Fantasy is a lot of work and a lot of pain.
Right. A
That's
lot
a
of time
lot of work.
too.
That's a lot of work
Right.
because
Yeah.
the linebackers and shit are scoring points and shit like the
Yeah.
receivers and
Yeah.
it's crazy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I started like that. So with me
Right.
starting like that, I was in a league where when you play in that league, you know that the point system is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And in
Right.
this particular league, they also had adjusted shit. They don't go by none of the rules. Like what I mean
Right.
by that is
Yeah.
when your quarterback get 200, once the running back meet 100 yards, if
Yeah.
you throw the same way you kick that long field goal and get these points, if it's a 50 yarder, we're gonna take them points if you miss that 50 yarder. It's the same shit.
Uh,
Like, yeah, we play like that. Hey,
yeah.
man, you line
Okay.
that kicker up. And you line
Yeah.
that kicker up, and I finna give you 4 points because you hit that 50-yard field goal.
Yeah.
Guess
You
what?
missed
I'ma
that.
snatch
Yeah.
4 points from
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
ass
That's
when you
negative
miss
four.
it.
We got
Yeah,
that in this league under the kicker, but not on the other positions.
yeah. So
But
on
Wait,
the
wait,
other
wait, wait,
positions,
wait.
on the other positions, we got it like we got an incentive base where I came from like this here. That's how I became this kind of commission. The other positions, like a running back, once he hit 100 yards,
Mhm.
once a receiver catch 100 yards, if a quarterback throw 300, the points fluctuate. So my
Yeah.
league, I'm already adjusted to y'all league, but my league, the points look much different because they have these incentives in it. So when I
Yeah.
came from the other league, my first league that I went to, besides that, was a 10-player league, which I'm not too enthused with 10-player leagues because it's too many
Everybody's stacked.
players on the bench.
Yeah.
It's too many
Yeah.
players on the bench. And so that's where I got that from. When the 10-player league, it was so many people on the bench, I wasn't playing in the way that I used to play with the linebackers and all that. So when I started my league, I said, what can we do to not be playing with all the players? I don't want to do that, but I still want to make it competitive with points. 200 points,
Mhm.
I still want to make it competitive. So the double flex thing wasn't a handicap. It was more because I was coming from the 10-player league. And every time in the 10-player league, you know what you're going to lose from. It's nothing but stars on the bench.
Right.
Nothing but stars. You got nothing but stars on the
Yeah.
bench.
You got
So
to really coach.
yeah, you got to really coach it. So when I made my league, I was like, hey, I'm going to allow us to have one more star. It's 3 or 4 of them on there, not to handicap. And it really don't mean nothing because just like a last week in my league, I had
Mhm.
Pacheco in the flex. He didn't do a damn thing, and I still lost. You know what I'm saying? So and that's why the waiver wire becomes important because in the last weeks of the season, them double flex people, they not gonna be pretty. They gonna be people like Tank Bigsby, third string, because the league then broke down. Niggas is hurt, and see when you play 12 man and you playing ain't nothing left. So like my waiver wire right
Yeah.
now, it's not shit in the waiver wire. You
Yeah.
can't
It's light.
get nothing in that motherfucker, not a thing. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't trying to get y'all to switch to double flex. I was more saying it makes it a little bit more competitive. But that was one thing. That waiver wire shit and me
Yeah.
being able to be able to get my player when I want him, that was something I'm just, hey man, at the end of the day, I'm just whining and crying because I'm a good fantasy player, man. That's it.
No, no, you good. But look. So when you do your draft, you figure out what type of squad it's gonna be. If it's a double quarterback league, if it's double flex, all that there, then you decide if you want to join it.
Yeah.
So you cool with the lineup, you join it. Next thing you supposed to go to the scores and the settings. So then you can see how everything is scored, the settings of the actual waiver, which is what we speaking on. You'll know in this league, because you couldn't have did it in this league is not by your record. It's actually based off of how you drafted. When the waiver wire start, whoever picked first, so Andre Johnson, team Blitzmaster Dre,
Mhm.
he was actually the top number one waiver wire pick because he picked last, and it went in order from the picks.
You
So
could be
now,
right. I think
no, it
I tell
ain't
you
no
what.
could be. I am
I
right.
know. I'm not saying no.
It ain't no could be. Go
I'm
look
not
at the
telling you
setting.
you're
It's
wrong.
off of
I'm
that.
saying in that waiver wire setting, it's a setting that can be turned off. I can't even tell you that
Yeah,
what it's going.
no,
I'm not
no,
telling you. I'm not telling you to turn it off. I'm not
no.
telling you to
It
turn it
ain't no
off.
off though. It ain't no off. You gotta
Listen to
select
what I'm
some.
saying,
It's
homie.
deep.
Listen to what I'm saying. I hear you. What I'm saying is, I had that same shit on in my league when I first
Hold
started.
on. What platform you on?
I'm on
Let's throw
Yahoo.
it out.
I'm on Yahoo.
Yahoo. Yeah, it ain't on there. It ain't
What you
on
mean?
there where you can turn it off. The waiver wire where you could just turn it off.
Man, when I first started my league, we had that. We had the claims.
It's 2025.
I mean,
I'm just saying, like,
I
I don't
don't
know
give
how
a
you
damn if
going
it's
back with it, but it's
2030. I'm
2025.
man,
The
basically
whole
the point
game
I'm
different.
making
it,
is,
You know
it's
what I'm
getting
hey,
saying?
it's getting
hey
funky
man,
in
I'm
these
just
times.
saying, you
y'all
can't
trying
put
to
a
get too
draft with a
spicy. Hey, you trying to
magazine.
get too
You
spicy with
can't
the
put a
shit.
draft with a
Hey
magazine.
man, run that
I'm on the
motherfucker how you
2025.
hey,
That's
you
all
trying
I'm
to get
at.
too spicy with the shit. Run it how
I'm
you want to run it.
the,
All
I'm
I'm
the
saying is,
2025 with it.
all I'm saying is, hey, let's stop the sympathy ball shit. That's all I'm
You
saying.
ain't got
You
no
can put the
sympathy
player,
ball. That's what I'm trying to
whoever
tell
get the
you.
player,
Everything
they
is
get the player.
calculated in there. So what we
Man,
saying?
whoever get the player, get the player. Man, come
There
on, man.
you
That's what I'm
go.
talking about.
There
I
you
ain't
go.
talking about no this, that. I don't get. I'm here to win, man. I don't give a fuck how y'all got it set up.
All
Man,
right,
so
look,
why did you even
I
come?
don't care how you got it set up.
so let me ask you
I'm
this
a
question.
win regardless, man.
Let me ask you this question. Well, let me ask you all this question. Is this I need to find out if anybody else has a problem with this structure as far as the waiver wire is concerned.
Yeah, we can put a vote
Expand it.
up. We can put a
Expand
vote
it.
up. I'm the
I'm not gonna
commissioner.
ask a nigga that
I'm
play in your league. Don't start.
Expand.
Don't start. Let me tell you something. This ain't Uno, my nigga. This ain't Uno. Excuse the epithet. This ain't
Expand.
Uno. You don't get
Hey
to come
man,
to my
listen.
house and tell me how many draw foes I can put down if
I
I
don't.
can't
Hey,
reverse, then
what
skip,
part
then
of
draw
y'all?
for you.
What part of y'all ain't understanding that? I don't give a fuck how you run it. I'm gonna take care of my video. However you got it. I'm just complaining because this is what I do.
But you know what? I want to
That's
put this
it,
to the rest of the league. I
yeah,
want to
I'm
put
over.
this to the rest of the league and see if they think you have a
man.
valid
Put
point.
to the rest of the league. Do they feel like that? Put to the rest of the league. Do they feel like that the claim should be going in an order, man? Hey man, get the
Okay,
Okay,
players in
now,
okay.
season
okay.
Look,
places.
I'm the commissioner,
So if we
so
get a majority vote,
then we go swap it.
okay, that's
Whatever
a
the
bit.
yeah, it's fair game.
I just really wanted to let y'all talk shit because I
Yeah.
saw how it was getting a little spicy at the draft. So I
Hey
knew
man,
that
you know what
y'all
Red
might
Boy
be
told
the.
me? You know what Red Boy told me in that
Oh
text?
God.
This was a key point in that text, me and you, his text.
Yeah.
He said, I already got that waiver claim. I don't need the waiver no more. Guess what he said? When he said that, you know what I said? See what I'm talking about?
It's
See what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about right there. He said, since he got that Jacory, he said, man, I made the waiver claim. I don't need the waiver no more. That's what I'm talking about right there. That right there. See, Commissioner, what you think about that statement right there? He said he don't need the waiver no more.
Red ain't played in 15 years. He don't know what he talking about.
That's why I need
This
that
is what I
goddamn
do.
player that
We
he
don't
got
need
right
it.
there. That's why I need him. That player that he got, that's why I need him. Yeah, that's why the
But
fuck I need
we
him.
gonna put a vote up in
Well,
the, we gonna put a vote up in the league,
this is
and
a
then
12.
everybody vote, and then it's gonna show how they voted and what the determination is. So I'm gonna pop the question in there. Everybody go to it, and y'all vote how y'all would like it to be.
We're
And
gonna
you know
put
what I see,
we gonna give you a
man?
jury of 12. We're gonna
I
give you
see
a
that I
jury of 12.
gotta kick you niggas ass before y'all give me any type of goddamn leeway over here. To goddamn, I want to be the
That's right.
assistant.
I didn't get leeway
You
because
know
you
motherfucking
won.
leeway.
Like,
See, that's the
After,
safety.
yeah,
after,
you
after this season, after this
got
season right here,
leeway. You got
See,
leeway.
after,
all I hear is help me.
Yeah, that's all. That's
All I hear
all.
is help
That's
me.
all. Give me another
ain't no
flex, man. Come on,
motherfucking
man.
help.
Just in
I don't
case
need no
projectile
help.
don't do something.
I
Give me
don't need
another
no help.
flex. Come
I'm
on,
telling
man.
y'all right now. I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all done pissed me off now. Yeah, y'all done pissed me off
Me
now.
too.
I'm
The
telling you,
good thing.
it's finna be some real. I'm finna be doing some real willing and dealing now. I'm telling you.
That's a good thing.
Let's figure out the vote. Let's put the vote to the league and see. They might agree with you.
Right.
They
Yeah,
might
yeah, it's
agree
fair
with you,
game.
and we can implement it this week. So that after competition,
Yeah.
this week, after Monday Night Football, which the first game will be happening here in Houston, Texas. It's our home opener on Monday Night Football. It's never happened before. So I really hope we ready to do business. But yeah, we can put that to a vote and we can
But
implement that.
let me say
over
this. Let me say this to close for the
Wait,
commissioner and you. Let me say this for the commissioner and you to close. Man, the
okay.
reason why I'm fucking with y'all about that, because I
Mhm.
fuck y'all competitive. Hey, I've been some leagues where it's fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? I really wish
Yeah,
I could quit. I can quit in the middle. God damn, this ain't really.
yeah. No, I like it to be
You
fair.
know, motherfucker. Hey man, I played a game last week. See, I'm real serious about shit like this here. I had to call a commit. I played a game last week where the people so off note, they didn't have none of their personal team in. Nothing. I just got
Yeah,
a free
yeah.
win. I'm just playing against all blank spaces. See, I don't even want that kind of win like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
I
No,
had
we
to
make
call
the
them.
phone call. Hey, put
That's
somebody in there.
take the so for me, I love this league. I love the players in it. I love everybody competitive, even the people that's coming back from a long time. So I'm really just fucking with y'all about shit because I see that y'all very, very serious about it. If I ain't think you was no kind of way serious about it, I wouldn't be telling you shit. I ain't tell you because me, I'm gonna adjust to whatever rules you got, and I'm trying to
Right.
put belts to your asses. It don't matter what the fuck the rules is,
Put the
man.
camera on me. Put the goddamn camera on me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. One, for respecting the level of competition in this league. I appreciate it. And two, I want to whoop you. Week 12 is circled on my goddamn calendar.
And guess
Week 12
what?
is circled on my calendar. I will
And guess
see you
what?
again. I want this energy and more.
And get what? And get what? In week 12, I'm gonna be snatching shit off that waiver wire that ain't nobody thinking about.
I don't
Yeah.
believe that. I don't believe it because now you done put a battery in my back, and now I got to get up an hour before you, and I got to get ready before you. I got to put my claim in as soon as the goddamn second Monday night game is over. I need to put that hoe in. As soon as that bitch, I'm ready. I'm ready.
See,
You
just
know
watch
what?
this here. Let me tell you something. Watch the commit. Let me look at the commissioner right now. Watch this here. Let me look at him. Commissioner.
Go ahead. Switch
Let me
this
look at.
camera to the commission. There you go, commission.
Let me tell
This
you
on you.
something, Commissioner. Let me tell you why it's serious. Watch how people get to watching your claims, man. People get to watching your claims, man. Hey, man, when you're winning,
That's very
they get
true.
to
That's
watching
very
your
true.
claims.
In my league, you can wait till the last minute and put your claims in because everything go live right at that time. So and I had to catch myself doing that last season because I put my claims in too early. And niggas seeing which way I'm going, trying to figure out my strategy.
No, it don't show the claims till after.
I don't care
Bro,
what it
let me
shows.
tell you
Yeah, it
something.
showed after.
But for real, I get what y'all saying. So you can
I think in
understand.
my
Like, for
CBS
here,
league it doesn't.
I've seen a couple of leagues, like the double quarterbacks. I couldn't do. The double flex was only created, bro, because I came from that 10-player league and I
15 league.
hate looking at
Yeah.
all the stars on the bench. I'm like, man, this shit.
But your
10-man league.
But your league now is a 12-man league.
I only play
You got
12s.
double
I only
flex.
play 12s. 12s,
You
man,
got
because
double
at
flex.
the end of the
You got
day,
double flex in that league?
and which
Because
one?
that
In the
was you and
12?
Bandit was talking about, right?
Yeah, no, the 10-man is still the same how they got it. I still
No,
play it
the
how they do
12
it.
man. Is the
No, I'm
12
talking
man
about
a
your league
double
with
flex?
Bandit. That's a 12-man league.
Yeah, my league with band is 12-man.
It's the double
But it's
flex.
still a double flex, though.
Yeah, that's double flex right there, 12-man. And that's what I'm trying to
Y'all
tell
doing
you.
y'all,
This is what I'm trying to
y'all
tell
doing
you.
IDP?
We do PPR point per
No,
thing. I got
I'm saying like the individual defensive players.
no.
Not in this one.
Nah, I don't fuck with that. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, no,
Oh,
man, that's hey,
that's how you
no, hey,
started, man. Come on back to it.
ooh, let me tell you something. Boy, hey, if I play in that league, I'm only playing that. I can't do nothing. Man, let me tell you something. Watching them corners and linebackers and shit,
Yeah,
that's a lot of work, man. So the double
yeah.
flex, you gotta understand, even with the double flex in a 12-man league, man, around week 4 or 5, that other
Mhm.
nigga in that flex is a nigga that nigga line to be goddamn the third the third wide receiver, anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not an advantage person. It's only you just getting to be a little bit more competitive. Man, that by because you understand in the 12-man league around just like over here around round 5 or 6, shit gone. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
Last
got to
question. We
start.
got last question because we got to get ready for football. It's past to
Okay.
the clock. We normally don't go past to the clock because we be trying
Okay.
to get home and make sure everything's set. Last question. Why your league so scared of me? What do I have to show in the Trill League, Fantasy Football League to earn a spot? Who I got to whoop to, man? Who I got to whoop?
This is what I'm
I ain't trying
saying.
to squad with nigga. I ain't trying to squad with your penitentiary hard ass competitors in your league. Your cutthroat competitors in your league. I ain't trying to do all that. I'm saying
They dance.
in
They
this
dance.
league, what I got to do in this league, give me a record. Give me a record. Like what
Hey
I
man,
need
you
to
know
how
me,
many
man.
wins, how many
I
losses to
said
qualify.
everything for me. I said
To
everything on this
qualify
right
for
here.
your beautiful, amazing league.
Tell you right now. I'm telling commissioner. Hey man, I judge fantasy players by. Hey man, if you don't make the playoffs, it ain't even no need talking to me, man.
Deal.
Ain't
Bet.
no need
God damn
talking to me.
it. Deal.
You gotta
Bet.
make the playoff. You gotta make the playoffs to even be.
I don't
Hey,
even want to talk about. I see your ass in the postseason. I see
man.
you on week 12, and
Hey,
I see your ass
hey.
on the postseason.
Shout out to the Trill League, the top goddamn podcast Trill League. I mean, fantasy football league in the game. We
We
going
all
up.
that. We all that and more.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
Donkey, for turning in today. We appreciate you. And I think that's it, man. I don't think it's nothing else. We can go back and do replay, but you can see all that shit. You know, look, we had Andre Johnson, Blitzmaster. I want to give everybody their fair due. Andre Johnson, of course, has the dynamic duo of Jaden Daniels and Debo Samuels.
Right.
That's going to, in my opinion, that's a healthy duo. They're going to show up every week. This Debo looks like the 2024 Debo, the 23 Debo Samuel. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't, I don't know what I really would love to know what the issue was with him and Purdy. Could they just not utilize him properly, or did they just have a different plan for the team in general? I think they gave away a top-notch player. And I think the fact that he's in Washington now, with honestly, in my opinion, a better quarterback that can actually meet him where he's at, because that was a big problem in San Francisco. They couldn't meet him where he was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This quarterback can do that. So they're gonna continue to put up numbers. He put up 41 points.
I think he's gonna get a touchdown every game.
41 points for Blitmaster Andre. A light feed, Jerry. This ain't looking good for you.
Nah, Mr. A+.
This ain't looking good for you. That, like he said earlier, we don't borrow all of that. But that's going to be a really, I would love to see Jerry turn that game around, actually. I really would. And then, of course, we had the Killer Bees and Big Perk. And again, you know, Perk is doing better than we would have given credit for, but Scary Terry McLaurin, it just, I'm sorry, man. I don't know if it's because they brought in Debo. I don't know if they've shifted the offense or whatever it is. Maybe it was just a week one fluke that we saw with a lot of these.
Thinking maybe that contract took too long.
Of course. And look, he's not, I don't want to put it all on Scary Terry because a lot of the wide receiver ones were underutilized in week one.
Right.
So we don't know. Again, we talked about that. We don't know if that's the defense doing a little bit more research. Some of these guys were not as warm as they should have been. Keep in mind, Terry came in a couple of days before the season started. So he got less reps. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he had a plan for them to really figure out how to utilize him properly. They're probably gonna have to figure that shit out on the go now.
Right. I think they start putting more focus on Debo Samuels and just filling his spot. So now that they actually signed the contract, it's like, all right, now we need to implement. So they'll get there.
Because Debo showed up ready to go. They had a lot more time to figure it out with him and Daniel. So look, I got Terry in 2 other leagues. I don't have him in this league, but I got him in 2 other leagues, so I need him to work too. But again, and here's the thing, I'm in 5 leagues, right? So because I'm in so many leagues, a lot of times I'm playing myself.
Yeah.
You know, at some point, I'm going to come up against Perk. Perk's going to have McLaurin. I'm going to have McLaurin in the game where I need McLaurin to perform. So every time those things come up, I need these guys to do the minimal effort in order to win their game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want Terry's team to lose. I want the Commanders to win. I don't wish that on, but I want the minimal effort that they would need from him on that game to win. You know what I'm saying? Just enough. Just enough so that I get enough of what I need, but he doesn't get enough of what he needs. So I'm gonna have to depend on other players. When I play myself, I got to depend on other players.
That's what it is.
You know
Because you still want Terry to do his thing.
Exactly.
You want the points, but at the same time, that's how you stack the team. So you make sure, even if
just
he does
enough, my
what
boy,
he's
just
supposed
enough.
to do,
Just enough. You got the bag. Right? You got the bag. Just do just enough. But I don't want you to lose your spot at all because Debo is hunting. Debo is hunting for a new home, and I think they found it for him. Otherwise, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this Trill League Fantasy Football Show. On behalf of myself and Dub J, we hope y'all have a great Sunday unless you're playing us, baby.
Let's get ready for football.
Are you ready for some fantasy football?